Brian Martinez, head coach of Local Fit. We got Antwan here. Antwan's just coming off of a big win this past weekend. He took the overall in men's physique novice class, and then he ended up taking home second in the open class. And for your first show, I don't care who you are, that's pretty good results right there. And what we're gonna do now is kind of dive into some of the questions that you guys have been asking him while he was on prep. You're obviously the lead trainer here at Self-Made Training Facility here in San Diego. How does this gym play a factor in your success as a coach or as a trainer? Or how does it helping entrepreneurs and helping them succeed in their business with their physique?
Man, I mean, Self-Made itself has really opened my eyes to even compete. To even jump into the show. I would have never jumped into the show. I would have never met you. I would have never started my personal training adventure. I got opened up with the opportunity to work here and be an entrepreneur and be an independent contractor by Miguel. And he offered me this job, and within 4 months I became the lead trainer. I showed up at every event. I showed up at every location. I was here all the time. I was busting my tail. I had no experience. I had nobody to guide me. I had never worked at a commercial gym. I started from ground zero, and Self-Made really opened up that door for me, that path. So I think that made me want to jump into NPC, into bodybuilding, and to train a totally different way. I remember when me and my boy Jared, we were training and we were using your training plan, and we were like, yo, this is weird. This is a weird workout.
It's different.
I was training back and hamstrings, like it was awkward. I was just like, what is going on? I was training calves like every 3 days, every 2 days, you know? So yeah, I would say that this facility and personal training itself as a profession definitely geared me on to compete, for sure. 100%. 100%.
What's your main motivation that helps you obtain or achieve your goals?
Pretty much, Brian, I've been wanting to do a show for about 2 years, 3 years now. I was very skeptical. I was very biased. I was very scared. I was very nervous. And I wasn't driven. I didn't really have a center of motivation. But then I started personal training here at Self-Made, and I met you, and there was so much energy here. There was so much motivation here, and I felt like, man, if I'm going to try to make people great, I have to try to be great myself, you know. So I took that, and you know, I spoke with you that one day, and you said, hey, I can train you for your first show. I said, oh shoot, let's do it, you know. And ever since then, it was you know, it was pedal to the metal.
Moving forward from the competition, obviously we saw what you looked like the day of the show. What is really the main priority for you at this very moment, and for you, let's say in the next 6 months?
I would say to beat the last version of me would be key. But also is to the learning aspect of it all. Whenever you would tell me something, I would always have a question.
Yeah, why are we doing that? You know, what's the meaning behind this?
I'm like, Brian, why are we doing this? What's this? What's going on with this? Can we change this? Hey. As much as Brian was on my ass, I was on his ass.
100%, if not more. If not more. Because I mean, this guy is, you know, down to the very last hour, school, work, managing a gym, he's got his clients, you know, so everything down to the hour is very regimented. And, you know, to set him up so that, you know, everything is put in order to make his life as easy as possible is one of the reasons why we were able to see success at the end of the day. Open up, open up, open up. Gotta see that other lat, gotta see the other shoulder. More. Turn more. There you go. Open that.
And that's funny.
Yeah.
That's very funny, because I felt like my prep could have been longer. I felt like sometimes I did cheat myself. I felt like sometimes I didn't go hard enough. I felt that I could have trained harder. I felt like I didn't start two-a-days fast enough. I felt like my posing wasn't on point. I felt like certain parts of my body weren't symmetrical.
Small breaths. Get those lats out. Turn the waist. There you go. Good. Drop the hands. Good. Pull back in the rear delts. Right there. Okay, now come back around. Yep, good. Your judges are still below you. Perfect. Yes. And then that's it. And then greet the fans, greet the audience, get out of there. you had more people there yelling, screaming your name. You had friends from all over the country coming to visit you. You had, I mean, it looked like you just had so much support. Do you think that played a role in your ability to get to a certain condition?
It definitely killed my anxiety, because I mean, I deal with anxiety just like any other person does. It killed that. I was behind stage and I was gassed, bro. I was ready to hop on stage. I was excited, I was smiling. If you guys ever see any footage from my show, that was a real smile. It was not forced. I was having fun. I enjoyed it. I feel like that's what it should be.
Go, dog!
Face the judges, both feet parallel to the ground.
Yeah!
Okay, Joe, file over to the left side of the stage.
I had so many friends, so many boys and family that came down to come see me from all the way from New Orleans to Florida, from Colorado, from Arizona, from Nevada. Everybody came out, and they were the loudest people in the building.
Right.
People were telling them to root for other people. And I almost broke down and started laughing on stage because they were going so buck wild. I feel like any success, I have a success story, so my success story should not be a secret to anybody. Everybody should know how to be successful. So if I can be able to leach that out to everybody else, then that's what the goal is at the end of the day. That's the reason why my passion is driven the way it is. That's the reason why I'm a personal trainer. And every personal trainer has a coach. You know what I mean? So I
have coaches myself,
exactly.
You know, and they have coaches 100%.
Exactly. And I mean, I was talking to a buddy of mine yesterday, and I was just like, you know, every great individual has a coach. Everybody has to learn from everybody else. So it's just like, even if you are the strongest dude in the gym, you're the most aesthetic dude in the gym, you're the most fit girl in the gym, you have the best body in the gym, doesn't mean that the person that has a less fit or physical appearance doesn't mean that they can't give you something. Because I see a lot of people who are being coached, but they're not too knowledgeable on the whole aspect, or not too knowledgeable on the process of it all. But the way me and you have been able to accomplish this is that we've been able to take both of our brains and been able to collaborate those and really dissect the process. So
I think that was a huge reason, and in our ability to be effective as a coach and as a trainer is in large part any athlete or any competitor's ability to be coached. You know what I mean? To not refute things they're getting said, to not be closed-minded to new information. And then from my standpoint is also to listen to the feedback I'm getting from my athlete or from any client. You got to listen to these things and not play that, you know, that tyrant of a coach, like what I say goes, and you really got to be able to bounce information. Because I mean, this guy's an incredibly smart. I mean, he's a great trainer himself, and I think that only adds to the success of Antwan as a competitor, because there's so much knowledge coming in from all different directions. And so I think it's ultimately just adding to the success that this guy is going to see and that our team is going to see. So
just so you guys know, watching this video, you can tell that I'm not perfect. My speech isn't perfect. I probably said 1,000 times. Just like my training isn't perfect, my process isn't perfect. I don't get straight A's, but you know, I'm not perfect. So if you ever think that you have to be perfect to be able to step into this realm, to be able to even shoot YouTube videos, to be able to have a quality Instagram, to be able to do anything in life, you don't have to be perfect.
Right.
So I would say that you know, to everybody who loves my Instagram, who loves my Instagram page, who loves the content that I deliver, who loves my success story, who loves fitness, who loves health, I would say that this channel will be geared to all that. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks Brian for being here, for questioning me, and Thank you for your time. If you guys have any questions or concerns, comment below. Hit the like button again. Subscribe. It'd be awesome, amazing, and stay tuned.
Word.
My name is Antwan Rarkus, and I am the lead trainer here at Self-Made Training Facility, Mission Bay, and this is my domain. I'm a U.S. Air Force veteran from Denver, Colorado, college graduate with the studies under the American Council on Exercise. My philosophy is that fitness is the first step to the solution of all progression. I say this because a healthy body leads to a pathway to a better you. I want to be a valuable asset to your success. Your goals are my goals, and together we can accomplish them. If you're in the San Diego area and you're looking for an elite trainer, come find me at 4030 Sports Arena Boulevard, San Diego.
How do you find motivation? What's your why? Why do you want to obtain? What's your motivation? And what's your why? Why do you want to? Does that even make sense? Why do you want to obtain your goal? Should we word it like that?
If you want to. Why do you want to obtain your goal? Like, what's your motivation?
Yeah, what's your motivation? Okay.
Oh yeah, and like all my shit.